right, folks, how you guys doing today? Happy Thursday. Of course, I'm Travis from Valkyrie Fitness, and I am going over your home workout number 14. This is a continuation from last Thursday's workout, where we're focusing on that glute work. And if you need a little bit more instruction, a little bit more detail on some of the movements, please refer back to 2 weeks ago to the workout, and it will go over everything you need to know. I believe that's workout number 4. We'll go out everything you need to know on how to make sure you're doing those single leg glute bridges the right way and certain things, okay? So I'm gonna go over the flow of the workout today, make sure you guys are aware of the modifications and variations from this week to last. And then there's a couple things that I wanna make sure we're truly hitting on, because I know a couple of you guys have had some issues trying to modify some of the workouts. So I want to make sure we're focusing on 2 key points on today's workout to get a proper modification, okay? So we're starting off with that Tabata. Once again, if you don't know what a Tabata is, it's 4 minutes of time, or think of it as 8 rounds. You guys are gonna work 20 seconds as hard as you can, and then give yourself 10 seconds of recovery, and keep repeating that cycle over and over again until the 4 minutes is done. You have 4 different things you're gonna be doing. Have a jump rope, jump in place, that is an option. Burpees is your second movement you should be doing. If you have a rowing device, a rowing machine, make sure you're using that as your third. And then alternating reverse lunge to hop. That's one of the movements we're gonna go over. One of the things that I wanna tell you guys also, if you go on Amazon right now, you can buy battle ropes for like 50 bucks. If you don't have any, go get some right now. Battle ropes, you can pretty much anchor to anything. You can tie them up against something, a beam or something like that, or if you have a weight that's just hanging out, a kettlebell that's just hanging out, you can loop it around that and keep that weight down as well, or just find some heavy and put it on top of the end so you can work the battle ropes, okay? That's another great thing to do, and we're actually gonna be doing some battle rope stuff next week, so it'd be a good idea to get you some, but I'm also gonna have some variations that you can use, although you're gonna be using some items from the house, so you might not be too keen on that, right? Okay, so with that reverse lunge, the hop, we're gonna alternate these, show them from the side. So you're gonna hit your reverse lunge first, come up in the leg hop. Hit the second leg, come up in the leg hop. So you're just gonna go back and forth, reverse lunge, hop. Reverse lunge, other leg, hop, okay? 20 seconds on, 10-second recovery. You have 4 different movements, so you should be doing at least 2 rounds of those movements, okay? Once you guys get finished with that, then we get to our core and conditioning. Of course, everything has been extended from the week before. Last week we ran 1,600 meters, or we used about equivalent to a mile of time. In regards to cardio, if you have jump ropes or the rowing or an elliptical or something at home. Now we want 2,000 meters on that total overall distance. So if you can run, turn that watch on, don't count, just follow your watch, folks, okay? Pull up your little Strava apps, anything you got, keep track of that distance, hit that 200. Once you guys get finished with that, then we got that 1 round of the windshield wipers, the toe reaches, and the dead bugs, and we'll go over those here. Remember, 1.5 mile time is what you're looking to equivalent that to. So if you know it takes you about, 3 miles, you got like a 7-8 minute mile time for 3 miles, what's about half of that? That's what you want that cardio to be, okay? So, like if it takes you 20 minutes to do 3 miles, it should take you 10 minutes to do that particular thing, okay? That is kind of what we're looking for, all right? Once you guys get finished with that, the windshield wipers, we'll go over those. We didn't go over them last week, and I know a lot of people skipped out on them. They should have just went to the video the week before. Don't forget, folks, the first week is gonna have a long, detailed explanation of how to do these, but since we're progressing the movements, the rest of the videos will be a little bit shorter, so make sure you go back and check the previous videos. Don't just not do the exercise. Too many of you guys have to stop doing that, okay? You're quitting too much instead of taking the time to make sure you do it the right way, okay? Windshield wipers. Remember, your backs are flat, your knees are up, and you're taking your knees to the ground on one side, coming back to the middle, and then taking your knees to the ground on the other side. That toe reach, show you guys from the side. You can use a dumbbell if you want to. Try to keep those shoulder blades off the ground, legs straight, reach for those toes. The dead bug is the one where we're doing the marching. Remember, knee, that arm on that side should be back, shoulder blades off the ground, and switch. Okay, so just like last week, you got those movements to do, and 30 is the rep count for that one, 30, okay? So we're gonna be adding 10 reps on from last week, okay? Once you guys are finished with that one round of those movements after the cardio portion, then we get to those single leg glute bridges. Don't forget, make sure you have something, small box, platform, ottoman, whatever you got at home. Get that heel. Well, actually, make sure you got either the base of your foot or the arch. Think heel down or arch down onto the box. I prefer the heel if you can. And then get that other leg up in the air, straight or extended forward, depending on how tight your hips are. And really drive that lead leg, heel into the box, and really get those glutes up in there and get that good squeeze at the top, okay? Single leg. And remember, if you need to, grab an object, put it right there over your pelvic bone, pop that up, and work that single leg hip bridge, okay? A lot of volume. 20 on each leg. Yes, I know I can hear some of my clients yelling right now, 20! 20 on each leg, followed by the pulsing squats. And make sure you have an odd object, so like a backpack, something with you. Hit your squat, and then work that 1 to 3 inches in that squat. You got 40 of those. Remember, we double that up all the time, okay? So, 4 rounds, single leg glute bridge, 20 of those on each, followed by those 40 pulsing squats. Try to use an odd object if you have one, but if not, you'll get plenty of work done doing that strictly body weight, okay? Last but not least, we get to that Metcon. We once again have changed it from the week before. We're gonna keep the movements the same, but we're gonna change up the rep scheme, okay? That's what you guys gotta think about. You don't always have to change the movements. Sometimes it's the flow that you need to change, and it'll give you a completely different stimulus, okay? So 5 rounds, you got the body weight squats, the reverse lunges, the push-ups, the plank jacks. Once again, those plank jacks. Show you guys from here so you can actually see my feet in and out with those feet. Do them on your full arms if you need to. You got 20 of those, 20 push-ups. Remember, break them up if you need to. Remember, do them on your knees if you cannot get that chest all the way to the ground. I don't care who you are, how much you can bench, how much you can shoulder press. You can't do a push-up with the chest down to the ground. You're tearing them shoulders up. Get it right. Get on those knees until you can, okay? So, body weight squats, reverse lunges, push-ups, plank jacks, burpees, and then those seated knee tucks. And once again, seated knee tucks, just make sure you're sitting upright, glutes on the ground, bringing those knees to chest. Try not to make it the double crunch, okay? Try to stay upright here and just strictly work the low trunk area, bringing that back and forth, okay? 20 of those. If you have been doing burpees to the day you die, a buddy of mine texted me today. He's actually a trainer. Sick and tired of push-ups, bro. Don't hesitate to use your odd object, or if you have one of those sand slam balls, substitute those burpees for slam balls. You can also substitute those burpees for kettlebell swings, something that is powerful and engaging. 20 box jumps if you have something. If you didn't do yesterday's workout and you want to do the lateral jumps, that also works. Something that's going to keep the heart rate up, okay? You guys got 20 of those. 5 rounds, folks. Score your times at the end of this here video. All right? So, Thursday workout, that's what you got. Get after it. One of the things that I want to talk about is those single leg kickbacks. So we didn't talk about those before the Metcon because I wanted to make sure we kind of separated those, okay? So after you get finished with those glute bridges, don't forget you got those donkey kicks or those single leg kickbacks. The only thing that I want to do, and the reason why I'm talking about this last, is because I want to make sure you guys know how to use that band option if you have it. I know a lot of you guys have recently went out and bought some bands and stuff, and that's great. You need to keep those with you because you can travel with them, all types of stuff. It's really, really great. These little skinny mini bands, very strong. They can hold up to like 5 tons of weight. I use them all the time when I'm actually doing some of my stuff. You probably have seen videos of me doing box squats and deadlifting and stuff like that with these bands, but they can have that wonderful purpose for just creating that natural resistance. So what I want you guys to do is just take that band and step inside of it, both feet, and then come out, okay? Triangle. This is the position you need to be in to execute those kickbacks the right way. The band has to be in a triangle. Why? Because you need to hold the band to start your resistance at the top and then have your other portion, that third part, in the legs. So see, even not on the ground, you see what I'm talking about, right? I'm not even on the ground, but I got my 2 bands there, and if I'm laying on the ground, I'm doing my kickbacks, okay? So just try to make sure you get that band on the heel, get that good resistance up at the front, knee up, kick it back. Right there. Nice and controlled. Try not to, you guys be doing some of that stuff. It's not necessary right now, folks. You're not in some group fitness class. You don't have just 20 minutes to get this in. Most of us have all times of the day to get this in. So utilize that. So once again, flow of the workout, hit your Tabata, core and conditioning, 1 round of that, single leg, glute bridges, and the pulsing squats, 4 rounds of that, 8 rounds of that, 4 rounds of the single leg kickbacks that we just went over, mixing that in with the RDLs, so having that odd object, pushing those hips back and working those RDLs, right? 20 of those on both, and then we got that 5-round Metcon, 20 reps of everything as fast as you can do it. Happy Thursday, folks. Have a lovely rest of your day. Don't forget, Valkyrie Fitness Rest Day is tomorrow for the home workouts. We'll have something spicy for you guys on Saturday to do. And then we got a whole new group of home workout programming starting on Monday. We missed last week's chat, but we will definitely be doing this week's chat on Monday and kind of explaining this new flow of workouts. So keep it up, keep posting those Metcon scores, keep your heads up, folks, stay active, and don't forget, we will make it.